There's news of some incredible bolt-action rifles at SHOT Show 2025 that'll have the accuracy and firepower shooters and hunters are itching for. From rugged workhorses to lightweight backcountry companions, this year's lineup has something for everyone. In this video, we'll talk about 7 of the most exciting bolt-action rifles unveiled this year and why they've got the gun community buzzing. Stick around to see if your next purchase might be on the list. If you're shopping for a bolt-action that merges rugged construction, precision, and a real understanding of what hunters actually need, you won't want to skip the Savage 110 PPR. You'll really appreciate the Gaibo Phoenix 2 stock once you sling it over your shoulder for a long trek. The stock is lightweight and stiff, so it doesn't flex or add ounces you don't need. The adjustable cheek piece keeps your eye lined up perfectly behind your scope, and you can lock it in place so it doesn't wobble around when you're on the move. If you like to run with a sling sometimes but not always, you'll be glad to have the quick detach system that pops on or off in a second. When you do use it, that vertical grip with a slight palm swell helps you maintain a stable hold, even when your hands are cold and tired. If you're the type who wants to stretch your shots out to 600 yards or more, the 20-inch proof research barrel in 6.5 Creedmoor will get you there. It's carbon fiber wrapped to keep weight down, and it's threaded for a break or suppressor. I was shooting 3/4-inch groups at 100 yards pretty regularly. Once I dialed in a dope chart, hitting steel at 650 became about as routine as it gets in real hunting scenarios. Savage's 110 action has been around for decades, but they refined it for this model and it cycles like a dream. The AccuTrigger is one of those features I never get tired of praising. You can set it to a pull weight that matches your style and you'll know precisely when it's about to break. They also went with an AICS-style magazine, which is easy to load and drop. You won't be fumbling if you need to swap mags in low light. If you want a bolt-action hunting rifle that feels tailored to real-world conditions and can produce the accuracy you need, the 110 PPR should be on your shortlist. It's comfortable to carry all day, shoots like a champ, and delivers the kind of performance you want in tough environments. Over the decades, Savage has earned a reputation for innovation and affordability, but with this rifle's $2,399 MSRP, Savage proves that they can also tackle the premium hunting market with confidence. You might have already heard of the Savage Mark II. It's a dependable rimfire that's put countless squirrels in the stew pot over the years. Now there's a twist. This version is chambered in Winchester's brand new 21 Sharp. This round is kind of a rethinking of the 22 LR concept, launching a .210 caliber bullet at higher velocities without straying too far from the well-loved rimfire platform. Winchester offers a few loads, including a copper matrix and jacketed hollow point, each with a slightly different purpose. If you live in an area with lead bands, the copper matrix could be a real benefit. At 25 yards, the Mark II can reportedly shoot cluster groups inside a 1/4 inch, which gives you an idea how accurate the rifle and this new rimfire cartridge can be. If you're just looking to plink or knock down small critters at modest distances, you might still be perfectly satisfied. For precision-minded shooters who want everything locked in at 75 or 100 yards, the Mark II in 21 Sharp might not be your dream rig without some extra tinkering. I'd try a few different loads if you can find them, and maybe experiment with bedding or a different scope. There's definitely some promise here. It's just not as dialed in at longer ranges as you might hope right out of the box. As for price, the Mark IIF in 21 Sharp is the most affordable with an MSRP of just $269. If you want a 22 caliber cartridge that bridges the gap between easy handling and serious velocity, the new 22 ARC from Howa and Legacy Sports International deserves your attention. Howa built it on their mini-action platform, which has already proven itself as a compact, reliable option in other calibers. You get shorter bolt travel than a traditional short action, so cycling rounds is quick and efficient, and the overall rifle feels more nimble. The 22 ARC itself promises performance that nudges into 22 250 territory, but it's engineered for modern, high BC bullets. That means you can load up with something like Hornadi's 75-grain ELD match and get flatter trajectories out past a few hundred yards. If you're dealing with varmints or predators that hang up at longer distances, you'll appreciate the ballistic edge. The 1-to-7 twist rate in the Howa barrels keeps those heavier bullets stabilized, which is a big plus if you're serious about stretching your shots. Though the 22 ARC is relatively new, early testers are reporting consistent velocities and reliable feeding in a variety of conditions. Hornady's ballistic data suggests that even heavier projectiles can retain energy well past typical varmint ranges, so you won't feel undergunned in open country. You can pick from a few barrel configurations, including carbon fiber if weight reduction is a priority. Howa also offers a range of stock options, from synthetic in different finishes to a handsome walnut version. If you're all about tactical or competition shooting, there's even an APC chassis. Every variant comes with a threaded barrel, so you can slap on a suppressor or muzzle brake if that's your thing. The two-stage match trigger feels excellent, and you can usually trust Howa to deliver a sub-MOA guarantee. Sadly, there's still no word on pricing. If you've kept an eye on Seein Precision in the past, you've probably noticed that each new Havoc rifle gets a little more refined than the last. The PH3 is their latest take, and it ramps up user-friendly features while maintaining the crisp accuracy Seein is known for. The big news here is the 3-lug bolt design with a 60-degree lift, which offers you a faster throw than many other bolts on the market. It's also easy to strip down without tools, which is a huge plus if you like to do your own maintenance or switch calibers. That ability to swap barrels with the Seein's quick change system really sets this rifle apart. Some models come in short action calibers like 6.5 Creedmoor or 308, while others are chambered for long action hits like 300 PRC. Barrel lengths range from 20 to 26 inches, and all of them are threaded. Slapping on a suppressor or muzzle device is a breeze. You also get an integrated mini chassis inside the carbon composite stock. The TriggerTech adjustable trigger can go from around 2.5 to 5 pounds, so you can set it exactly how you want. The steel bolt body and the cock-on-open design address some of the minor hiccups people had with earlier Havoc models, so it's nice to see Seein's responding to feedback. The proprietary footprint means you might not just drop this into your favorite Remington 700 stock, but if you already like Seein's offerings or don't mind custom inletting, it won't bother you much. Expect sub-MOA or better accuracy, and in my experience, it can do quite a bit better than that with quality ammo. Priced at around $1,895, it's not a bargain basement option, but you're getting a rifle that's made with top-tier components and features. If you're a rimfire junkie and you love hitting tiny targets at surprising distances, the Burgara BMX might become your new obsession. It's available in 22 LR, 22 WMR, or 17 HMR, and each version is designed to push that caliber's accuracy potential farther than you might expect. You can choose between a steel-barreled version or a lighter carbon fiber barrel, but both are 18 inches and feature a heavier profile that helps with stability. The synthetic tactical style stock gives you a comfortable vertical grip, which is a real plus when you're trying to stay steady during competition stages or lining up a tricky small game shot. You also get length of pull spacers, so it's not hard to get the rifle fitting you properly. Burgara's performance trigger is set to break at around 15 or 16 ounces, which is crazy light compared to most factory rimfires. If that's too light for your preference, there's an external adjustment screw you can tweak. When tested at 50 yards, groups were consistently coming in at half an inch or better with quality ammo like SK Rifle Match. Even cheaper stuff like Browning still stayed under an inch. That's fantastic for a factory rifle in this price range, which hovers around $699 for steel and $799 for the carbon barrel. It's also threaded, so if you enjoy shooting with a suppressor, you're all set. You get 2 magazines in the box, a 5-round and a 10-round. That's a nice bonus if you plan on doing any local PRS-style rimfire matches or you just prefer having different capacities for different uses. Palmetto State Armory has been making waves with their build-it-yourself approach, and the Saber bolt gun is the latest addition that's got folks talking. This rifle centers around a wire EDM machined action with a 20 MOA Picatinny rail on top, so you won't have to hunt for extra rails or worry about losing zero on a cheaper add-on. The bolt is fluted for a bit of weight savings and style, plus the knurled handle gives you a solid grip in wet conditions. PSA has teamed up with TriggerTech for an adjustable trigger, which is always a crowd pleaser if you're serious about precise shooting. The 700 short action receiver means you can chamber it in 308, 6.5 Creedmoor, or 300 Blackout. If that's not enough customization, they plan to offer separate actions, bolts, barrels, and even different stocks or chassis, so you can put together a bolt gun that really fits your exact needs. Maybe you want a short, suppressed 300 blackout for hogs, or a pinned and welded 14.5-inch 6.5 Creedmoor for a maneuverable hunting rig. The Saber platform is flexible enough to do it. Initially, PSA got some feedback about the 90-degree bolt throw, and they decided to change it to a 60-degree throw to make for quicker manipulation and fewer clearance issues with larger scopes. That upgrade, along with some refinements to the action and barrel manufacturing, pushed the release date back to 2025. If you're a little disappointed by the delay, at least it sounds like they're using the extra time to make the Saber bolt gun as good as it can be. As far as pricing, PSA has been tight-lipped, so we'll just have to wait for it at SHOT Show 2025. If you're the kind of hunter who sets your sights on high-altitude adventures, you know that every ounce in your pack can make a difference over miles of steep terrain. That's exactly why the Proof Research Glacier TI exists. It's one of the lightest bolt-action rifles that still delivers serious long-range punch. Tipping the scales at about 5.8 pounds, it uses a titanium action and a carbon fiber barrel to shave weight wherever possible. You won't feel like you're carrying a brick on your shoulder, but you also won't sacrifice accuracy or durability. The rifle uses a hinged floor plate magazine, which keeps things simple if you're in a spot where dropping a mag could mean losing it down a ravine. It's also suppressor ready with a threaded muzzle, and I found that feature particularly handy when you're up in the hills and don't want to blast your own ears off. Proof claims sub-half MOA accuracy, and from what I've seen, it lives up to that with the right ammo. It's rare to find a rifle this light that stays this consistent shot after shot, especially in tricky conditions. The brand new 7mm Backcountry cartridge from Federal pairs brilliantly with this rig. It's engineered to handle extremely high pressures, up to 80,000 psi, using stainless steel alloy cases, so you get magnum-level performance without the extra bulk of a giant case. Even with a 20-inch barrel, you can push a 170-grain or even a 195-grain bullet at impressive speeds, giving you flatter trajectories and significant energy on target. If you're looking at cross-canyon shots on elk or sheep, having that extra velocity can make a difference in ethical one-shot kills. In real-world hunts, lugging a lighter rifle for days on end can feel like a gift from above. You'll save energy for the shot that matters. Plus, the 7mm Backcountry's ballistics are nothing short of eye-opening. Put those two together, and you have a capable setup for hunts that require covering miles of rugged ground. Recoil can be a concern in a lightweight Magnum, but with the right muzzle device or suppressor, it's surprisingly manageable. Price-wise, the Glacier TI has an MSRP of $7,500, so it's not going to be for everyone, including yours truly. So which bolt gun caught your eye the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
So we here at Federal are super excited for peak alloy. We think this is going to fundamentally